I have some serious beef with Jalen Brunson. Not actually, I've never met him. I do have beef with his play style, though. Jalen Brunson fully epitomizes my belief in winning plays matter more than talent or skill. You know, a lot of people like to throw in, he's so talented, he's so skillful, he has these cool highlights. That's amazing. The point of sports is to win. It is. It's like looking at a war and saying, well, I mean, this side lost, but they did a cool trick with their gun. Like, that's amazing. Did you win or did you lose? And just because you lost doesn't mean you can't be better than someone who won, but let's compare it. My issue with Jalen Brunson is everything he does, and it might not be intentional. It might not be consciously. It might be subconsciously. It might just be how he played as a kid. My issue with Jalen Brunson is everything he does is to improve his counting stats. Points per game, field goal percentage, assist. Nothing he does makes his teammates better. Now I could go with the low-hanging fruit and bring up that the Knicks per 100 possessions were better on offense and defense without him on the floor. But I don't really think that's fully fair to just look at the stats. Because sometimes teams will run out just Jalen Brunson, for example, their star point guard, and a bunch of backups, and the other team will run out all their starters. There's a lot of different factors. Maybe the guys he was playing with the starters, but they were all missing shots, had nothing to do with him. I don't think just looking at the stats in terms of they were better without him than with him is fair. But I do think they were better without him than with him for the reason that on offense, he's obviously a bad defender. We don't need to discuss that. But a lot of guys are bad defenders. Stephen Curry's a bad defender. But I do think he helps the Warriors defense, and I'll explain why later in the video. My issue with Jalen Brunson is he will take the ball up on the floor, like a quarterback will in football. He would dribble out the entire shot clock, dribble, face away from the basket, dribble over here, get a screen, try to get a big matchup, and everything in his game revolves around him getting a high percentage layup or mid-range, and as well as getting to the free throw line. And if he can't get that, he kicks it out with 2 seconds to the corner, and they take a low percentage three. So he either gets a bucket to the free throw line or gets an assist. And some people are like, oh, well, that's good. It's not maximizing his offense. It's not. The amount of points we can score per possession are being lowered because we're not getting the best shot. We're getting either a horrific shot. If he passes it, it's going to be a horrific shot. Or he takes a shot himself, a small guard. Maybe he can get a shot off and he shoots 50% from the field. Okay, this is not an efficient offense. This also isn't building confidence in those players. Look, if an offense is going to score 1 point per possession, I would much prefer that be distributed out between 5 guys than just one guy. Because that one guy can get injured, he can get tired, he can get in a slump. And it puts a lot of strain on the defense to have to defend 5 guys versus just one guy. So the fact that Jalen Brunson plays this way, it just severely hurts his team, especially considering they have Karl Anthony Towns, Miles Bridges, OG. They have scorers. This isn't a team that has no talent. If you don't have talent, okay, maybe I can understand it. They have talent, and they're not utilizing it because Jalen Brunson only creates for himself. He only gets stats for himself. Is he a bad player? No. Do I think he'd be the best player on a championship-winning team? No. I don't think he's a top 5 point guard either. A lot of people have him at 3. A lot of people have him at 2. I don't think so. No way, Jose. Now, in terms of Stephen Curry, because I had said that Stephen Curry, although he's not a good defender, I do believe he helps the defense. Now, what I mean by that is on offense, his cardio, running around the court, drawing 2 defenders, people coming over screens, number one, Klay Thompson doesn't have to dribble the ball that much. He gets open, and I'm talking about prime Warriors. I know Klay Thompson isn't on the team anymore, but Stephen Curry in his prime, which I guess to some degree he still is, he helped out. Draymond Green didn't have to create, didn't have to do that much on offense. All he did was set illegal screens. Klay Thompson also didn't have to do that much. And the center just stood there and rebounded. Stephen Curry gave everyone easy looks. And on defense, you're able to have Draymond Green at full strength, Klay Thompson at full strength, Iggy at full strength, because Steph did so much on offense to create for them. Jalen Brunson doesn't create for anybody. He doesn't. Watch him play. It looks like he's playing with me out there, and he's like, I can't pass this guy the ball. That'd be understandable if he was playing with me. He's playing with all-stars. So I don't think Jalen Brunson's that guy. I think he's a good point guard. I don't even think he's capable of winning a championship as the best player, or just in general. His play style dictates him being the best player on the team. He needs the ball the entire game. He's not a good defender. He doesn't lead an efficient offense. And if you can't have someone better, I mean, maybe like a Kevin Durant or something like that, I don't even know if that team would win because KD would never get to shoot the ball. Jalen Brunson's kind of capped out at being a good player.